guys? Sorry if it's a bit hard to hear my audio. I've been working on improving it. It's still coming out quiet, but hopefully I can fix that shortly. Anyway, this video is going to be all about World of Warcraft, the Death Knight class. I'm going to show you how to play a Frost Death Knight. Not so much how to play, but how to set up your character in regards with talent, glyphs, all of that good stuff. This is for PvP, this is not for PvE, so this video really won't help you if you're here for PvE. But if you're a big PvP fan, then stick around and I'm going to show you everything. So let's start off with specs. Here they are. For my talent, I did, I don't know, I said specs, my bad. Obviously we're in Frost spec. Anyway, for my talents, I did Unholy Blight, surrounds the Death Knight with a vile swarm of unholy insects for 10 seconds, stinging all enemies within 10 yards every 1 second, infecting them with Blood Plague and Frost Fever. Those are two overtime damagers, bleeds, some might call them. So you always want to have those on your target, which is why I chose Unholy Blight. Some people might choose Rolling Blood. It's not really that good though, in my opinion. It's more for, I guess, like, I really don't know, maybe PvE. I really haven't experimented much with Rolling Blood. I would definitely highly recommend Unholy Blight for your first talent. For your second one, Lichborn is a must-have. It pretty much acts as a second trinket, which is why it's so important. But also, it's good as a healer. When you pop Lichborn, you're now able to cast Death Coil on yourself, which what that will do is heal you. So basically, once you pop Lichborn, you can target yourself and pop Death Coil, and that will heal you, which will obviously keep you alive longer. So Lichborn is a definite must-have. You definitely should get it. For the next one, I chose Asphyxiate. I've seen other Death Knights in the other ones. This one, I guess, is kind of optional, but in my opinion, Asphyxiate is the best, and here's why. It's only on a 30-second cooldown, and it's a stun for 5 seconds. Whether you're fighting healers or double DPS, it's always good. It does replace Strangulate, which is regularly just a silent, but that's what's good about this, is because it does it on all targets. Whether you're a DPS, whether you're a caster, it will always affect the target. This is especially effective when you're fighting healers, obviously, because you can stun them. So definitely I recommend Asphyxiate, but like I said, I have seen other Death Knights with Death's Advanced and Chillblains, so it's completely your decision, but like I said, I definitely recommend Asphyxiate. For the next talent, this is a must-have, which is Conversion. This is a 24/7 healer as long as you have some runic power. The acts are very similar to those of Second Wind for a warrior, in which it will heal you for 3% of maximum health every 1 second. If you have runic power, you can have Conversion on all the time, and it will be very, very hard for a player to break through it and kill you. This is one of your main healing abilities, so definitely recommend Conversion. The next one is completely optional. A lot of people will go Blood Tap, but I opted for Runic Corruption. When you land a damaging Death Coil, Frost Strike, or Rune Strike, you have a 45% chance to activate Runic Regeneration, increasing your rune regeneration rate by 100% for 3 seconds. In my opinion, that's the best of the 3, but like I said, it's your choice. For the last one, I went Remorseless Winter. This one is also one that it's kind of optional. I really haven't seen anybody with Gorfine's Grasp, but I have seen a lot of people with Sending Ground or Desecrating, whatever. But Remorseless Winter works for me. Surrounds the Death Knight with a swirling tempest of frigid air for 8 seconds, chilling enemies within 8 yards every 1 second. Each pulse reduces the target's movement speed by 50% for 3 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Upon receiving 5th application, an enemy will be stunned for 6 seconds. It's also only on a 1-minute cooldown, so it serves as a great way to keep casters near you, and also as a great CC. So here are my talents. I recommend going them, but all of them are completely your choice. If you think it gets me, then you can go one or the other. Let's move on to Glyphs. Here are my Glyphs. Show them really quickly. Let's start with major Glyphs. The most important glyph that you're probably going to want will either be Icy Touch or Anti-Magic Shell. Let's start with Icy Touch. Your Icy Touch dispels one helpful magic effect from the target. That is very, very, very good for PvP. If somebody has a over-the-time heal on them, or really anything that's helpful to them, you can dispel that. It will take it off of them, and that's why Glyph of the Icy Touch is so good. It will definitely help you kill people faster, and it's a must-have for any Death Knight. Glyph of the Anti-Magic Shell causes your Anti-Magic Shell to absorb incoming magical damage, all incoming magical damage, up to the absorption limit. This will absorb pretty much the entire your entire magic damage that's coming near you for, let's see, 5 seconds. Very useful when, say, a mage blinks and they get some range on you and you're wide open. Or I definitely recommend saving it though for a burst of a caster. But it's definitely good. Only a 45-second cooldown. That magic shell is. You're going to want to have this one as well. Now the third one is kind of debatable. A lot of people will say to choose a different one, but personally, the Glyph of Death and Decay helps me a lot. Your Death and Decay also reduces the movement speed of enemies within its radius by 50%. This is another slowing ability, helps me tremendously with casters. They get some range on me, pop Death and Decay, and they're slowed. Death and Decay overall serves as a good damage dealer, and it's also, with this glyph, a good slower. So here are my major glyphs. Now let's move on to our minor glyphs. The glyph of the skeleton, you obviously don't really need this, I just got it because it's cool. Your Raise Dead spell summons a skeleton instead of a ghoul. I'll show you what that looks like really quickly. Here's the skeleton. So that's all that really does. Glyph of the Long Winter. The effect of your Horn of Winter now lasts for 1 hour. Very helpful. The regular time is only 5 minutes, and oftentimes I found myself forgetting to keep on constantly putting it on because it's only 5 minutes, you know. So this is a big help to me. Definitely recommend it. And the last one is pretty much a must-need for minor glyph. Glyph of Resilient Grip. When your Death Knight ability fails, or Death Grip, my bad, because the target is immune, its cooldown is reset. You must have this, so then, no matter what, you'll definitely get a good Death Grip, and it'll help you so much. So here are my glyphs. Next on the macros, most Death Knights use many macros. I currently only use 2 at the minute on this character. That's just because I really haven't explored much with macros. Hope to do that in the future. But here are 2 macros that help me. and you're going to want to know when to use them.